everybody. It's Tonia Reeves here, Australia's Psychic Cowgirl, coming at you from home in Sunday Creek this week. Hope you've all had a great week. Energetically, it's been a bit of a mixture for many of us. We're still sort of coming out of that, just reviewing what needs to be reviewed. But I feel like we're blossoming a little bit more now. So I just wanted to share that and say we feel like we're coming out of the cave at this point in time. One thing I wanted to celebrate this week on the show, and I just felt like it was a topic close to my heart, is all about connection. And with connection, it's like connecting with, like for me, with connecting to spirit, connecting to, my tribe of not only my guides, but friends and family and spirit. And when I have that connection, it really helps me. So no matter what I'm going through, I can take the time to reconnect, with those around me. Now, this is not exclusive to me. This is also available to all of you as well. And I know many of you are aware of this, and, you're quite in tune with connecting with, not your guides and all of those that are around you, but also connecting with your inner guidance. And sometimes when we're going through rough times, we need to be reminded that it's that guidance that is available to us never leaves us. So we need to remember that when times are tough or we're going through things, that we can call on that guidance. And for some people, it's readily spirit or friends and family in spirit. For others, it might be God or whoever that, you utilize as your sense of source or sense of higher power. And, I think sometimes we know that and we do it for a while, and then we'll go through something and we forget about it because we're busy and we're thinking of other things. So I just wanted to share that message and, share it with you all and say, through this time, we do have guidance. Don't forget to take the time to connect in with your team and, your source, whatever that may be, to ask for help and guidance. So they are there to help us. That's their purpose, and more than happy to help us. But sometimes we kind of forget, or we tend to, get busy and forget all about it. But know that they will give you signs and help with things. And, it's also getting comfortable with the fact that, we come into this life, there's a kind of a predestined tune to things. And sometimes what the hand that we're dealt isn't always easy. In most cases, it is a fair process that we have to go through life. And there's certain aspects that really, create us to sit in struggle or feeling really overwhelmed with things. But I just want to remind you, as I've been reminded, and, and I'm the same, like I'll go through and forget to connect for a little bit, and then I'll be suddenly reminded that, hang on, I can utilize my team and I need to do that. So, we all have that available to us, and it's just good to be able to go, what, I will remember that. And, even if you've got cards and things to in front of you, ask some questions and say, give me the signs, and be open for the signs, and knowing that, you will get the guidance, but we just need to be aware of it. So the more that we are open to the guidance and we acknowledge the guidance, the more that we get. Over here it's spring, so I've got the birds, like in my office here, it's a bit of a peak. So we've got like a loft house, and the birds nesting, and I can hear them, and they're scratching and I can hear for some of them there's even little babies that are hatching out. So it's a reminder for me that I'm connecting with animals, and I often hear these little birds and they're foraging and their little noises, and I see them out the window, they're flying around, and that's for me a little space to become grateful that they choose to share our house, and that just seeing them coming and going and appreciating the little things and not a care in the world is my reminder that we can all connect to that place. So that's my reminder this week. Meditation is really important right now. I know we get told it over and over and over. If you are meditating, change it up, okay? It's something about change this week. We need to embrace different. So for those of us that are in routine, and, it's a little bit like we're doing the same thing and we feel like we want to shift something, we're not sure what it is, change it up. So keep your meditation, but pick a different meditation or different music, or change where you're meditating, okay? So that just was an insight that was just plonked into my head then, so I have to share it. So meditation, even your altar, connecting to spirit, do it a little bit differently, and I'd love to hear the results. Message me on my page, Australia Psychic Cowgirl, because I love to get feedback, and it's like I'm showing that is relevant. All right, I'm going to go on to my first caller, Laura in Charlotte, North Carolina. Laura, how are you?
I'm doing well. I love your accent.
Thank you. I love your accent.
Thank you.
Isn't it funny? We all have an appreciation for, different accents that aren't ours. I mean, we all think we don't have an accent, and it's like you hear somebody else's accent and go, oh, I love that. It's so cool.
Right.
So what are we going to focus on today for you, my dear?
Well, I am facing a big interview in the morning or in the afternoon tomorrow. And I wanted to see what you felt about that, or if you had anybody from Spirit that wants to connect. And
okay. I initially connected with you. I felt like I had mum or a mother figure, like there's a lady that just I wanted to go, oh, I've got somebody here. And it was like a real heart connection. It was like I was just given this vision of a heart with this connection to this lady. But it's almost like she stepped through first. So I'm not sure whether mum is in spirit or this is somebody that was similar to mum for you.
Well, my mother is alive. I live with my mother.
Yeah, okay. So was your mother-in-law like a mother? Because I feel like she's sort of putting her hand up to be motherly for you.
No, not really.
Okay. All right.
So it's
We'll
not
get
like
clear.
A grandmother. It's just like more of a mother, right?
Well, I'm saying motherly. She's putting her hand up. There's a reference to mother. But the fact that your mum is still here, we could be going to grandmother or on your mother's side. But it's like she's kind of stepping in. There's something around a heartfelt connection for you. Okay, so it's like the heart was definitely relevant in with her coming through. Now, with the interview tomorrow, I felt excited, and I feel like there's an element that it's in the bag, but there's some hesitation on your side. I don't feel it's on their side. I feel it's on your side, where you're like going, oh, I don't know whether it kind of fits the bill, but there's some kind of hesitation that you're thinking about more so than I feel like, I feel like you're a great fit for them, but there's something that you're hesitating on. And I want to say with that, it's like, okay, what are they showing me? I feel there'll be success around that, but I still feel there's something else around for you. So it's almost like I don't feel that's your final destination, if that makes sense. I feel like there's something else that's going to come along that will be better than that. So because I feel like, okay, what they're showing me is you're settling a little bit with this interview, or it's in the right direction, but it doesn't quite fit the bill.
Mm-hmm. It's more of like a promotion, more of like a promotional job, but I have to interview for it. So I'm doing the role already, but there's only so many people on my team that will get, picked.
Yeah. I feel like it's yours. I don't have any hesitation on their behalf. I feel like you will get the job. But there's also, I feel like there's another opportunity that's going to come along, and I don't feel it's with that company. So I feel like someone's going to approach you. Okay, so just be open to that, because it's like, well, there's something that, and I want to say it's like another company, but a newish company that will really value what you bring to the table and really how can you put it? Like, it's like your skill set. You're very multi-skilled, and
Right.
you would be highly regarded for somebody, because I feel like with this opportunity, it's around you putting things into place as far as structure goes, so that you're helping them take off and get started. But it will be, they'll appreciate what you do, whereas I feel a little bit where you are that it's not that appreciation for you, and you deserve to be appreciated because you bring a lot to the table.
Well, thank you, and you're right on.
Yeah, it's like they're showing me you're the.
I feel like a lot of us, a lot of us on my team are underappreciated, and they always say thank you for all you do. It just doesn't feel genuine.
Yeah. And I feel like for you, well, I feel like for you, I'm at chapter 2. Like, it's almost like, when I say this, it's like you've had an aspect of life that you've experienced, and I'm changing up to the next level. So I feel like I'm where you are now compared to where you were 12 months ago is a massive difference, and your work is going to reflect that. So it's like I'm not going to stay in what no longer serves me, because I've kind of had this.
Right.
It's like I've had this realization that I'm not just going to settle, and I'm not just going to go, I'll make that work anymore. I'm now going to look for a bigger picture. So something's happened to you. What they're showing me in spirit is something's happened whereby you've had your eyes open, and it's almost like you've had that realization. I don't know how long I'm here for, but I'm here for a good time from now. I'm not going to compromise that.
Right.
And it's good. It's a really good thing.
I've been doing a lot of spiritual, development in myself. And then also I had a child on Valentine's Day.
Oh, beautiful.
So I have an 8-month-old. And, now I'm like really wanting to progress my career, because now I have a family, to take care of. And I wanted to, I would have wanted to progress anyways, but it gives me even more reason to.
Absolutely. And it's almost like it's important that what you do works in with your family, and that's where I do see something that will be a little bit more ideal coming along for you, that you're going to go, yep, that works in better. And I almost feel like you have flexible times, so it'll be a little bit more flexible with baby, with your home life, and allowing you to still explore your gifts. You're very talented. They're showing me also that let me see. They're showing me that you connect in with dreams. So I don't know. I feel like I get dreams, and then they come through maybe a bit further down the track. They don't make sense at the time, but it's like they're showing me you do get a lot of insights with your dreams.
Yes, I do.
Yep.
I'm very clear.
I want to say to you, put a book. Yeah, I want to say have your book there and write things down. And it's almost like the things that you write down will show you how connected you really are, because I do feel like you get a lot of things before they happen, and it's like writing it down. You look back and go, wow, I saw that coming. And there's something around this job. There's something around this job that you've had. It's almost like you've had the signs to go, yep, I know I've got this.
Right. I'm a lot more confident this time. Whereas before I was like, I don't know if I'm good enough. But now I'm like, I'm confident. I know I've done my homework, about the job description.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, I don't feel that there's any doubt there on you getting it. There's something around you putting things into order. So I don't know whether you're starting to do this at home or something. I'm getting things in order. I'm moving things around.
Yeah, my house.
That's
my
cool.
house is, I'm trying to get it in order. There's a lot of things that need to be fixed inside of my house, especially with the baby. And things inside of the house are going wrong. So there's a lot, like, one thing at a time.
Yeah.
I have to deal with. But I have to move stuff to move stuff to move stuff. It's like, but I'm trying to purge, I'm trying to get rid of the stuff that does not serve me.
Absolutely. And that is paramount. And that is why I'm like because I feel like I'm letting go of a lot of stuff. So things that were important to you and possibly before the birth of your baby, which is often the case, things that were important aren't now. So it's like I'm just going to lighten the load a bit. There's also something I see you traveling with your baby. So I feel like I'm on a holiday. I'm going to the beach.
Yes. I don't have it planned, but yes, we will be going to the beach because I love the beach.
Yeah. So it's like, it's like that's going to happen, and I feel like there's something that'll come up with that you'll be like, yay! You might not have it planned yet, but I feel like in the over the next couple of months it'll be like, yep, we've booked that, we're doing it.
Right. Yeah, I love to travel.
Yeah, and this child will love that too. It's like you two are really connected, I have to say.
Yeah. Yeah, he is my blessing baby. He's my little angel.
Absolutely.
He's definitely sent from God.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the male in spirit, is there somebody that's passed that you were with in a relationship, can I ask? Because I feel like there's a relevance to a male coming around for you as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's like stepping in to almost be acknowledged. It was like he's a bit reluctant to step in. So I feel like with let me see, with him stepping in, I'm very heavy in the heart. So I feel like there's a little bit of guilt around him, almost like wanting to be acknowledged to you. But it's like there's a lot of love around for you, but I feel like he's acknowledging there were aspects that he, in hindsight, would have changed. And I need to tell you that.
Okay, that makes sense.
All right. Yeah, so it's like he's putting his hand up because I feel like he didn't have the opportunity here on earth didn't have the understanding that he now has. But he's showing me that he's around you, and there's something around, and that's obviously where the heart came in. Do you have, is there a heart, like a picture or something around that connection to him?
Can't think of anything with the heart.
Yeah, I feel like he's just showing me a heart, like I'm drawing a heart, like the outline. So I'm not sure where that fits, but it's like that's coming back. I got that earlier with the lady coming through, but I feel like that was connected to him. And I also want you to know that he's there watching over you, and he will make sure that I feel like he has this thing of the right person stepping up for you. It's going to send somebody lovely.
Okay. Yeah.
If he's not there already, I feel like there's somebody lovely for you.
Yeah, he's here already. He's myself and the father of my child, and so but it's the person I'm thinking of. I'm guessing he's coming through to. I don't know if he's feeling regretful of how he treated me, or before he passed. I'm not sure.
Yeah, absolutely. There's just a big element that there is that acknowledgement of not being the best he could have been. And almost being, I feel like I want to put my hand up to saying I was quite weak. I didn't admit that in life, but I had a weakness, and I almost was consumed by that. And there's also, I feel like I've got issues around my head with him as well. So just like he's acknowledging that in spirit, I don't feel he did acknowledge that in life.
Yeah. I think I know who you're speaking to,
but he had to come through and say
suicide.
that. Yeah,
he committed suicide,
that's right.
And if that's what you're getting at,
Yeah. Sometimes I'm hesitant to say those words, but but he really wanted to come through for you. Okay, so he definitely wants you to get that message and say that there's a sense of remorse and sadness and regret. So please pass that on. Now I have to go on to my next call. I'm sorry, I'm running out of time. Laura, if you want to message me on my page to ask any more questions, please do. Australia Psychic Cowgirl. Jump on there. I'd love to hear from you.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you. My pleasure. Good luck tomorrow. I can't wait. Message me and tell me when you got it. You'll get it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, Jane, I've got next from New Jersey. Jane, how are you?
I'm good, Tonia. How about yourself?
Yeah, not bad at all. What have you been up to in New Jersey?
Oh, I've been hanging with my grandchildren and doing a lot of things with my daughter and my other son.
Fantastic. So family's everything to you. Yay.
Yes.
All right, because I'm running out of time nearly. What would you like me to focus on for you so I don't miss out?
I was wondering if you could shine the light. I lost a son, and I was wondering if you could shine the light, if you can see anything. Is he coming through to you?
Yep. Okay, let me see. Now, can I ask, was this a little while ago? Are we going back about 3 or 4 years?
We're going back a few more years.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because I feel like I wanted to go back a little. It's not recent. Okay,
No.
let me see. Oh, yeah. So you two had a very, very heartfelt connection. And I mean, I know you obviously do with your family and all of your children, but there was some special connection with him. He's also showing me there was something that he suffered from that I feel like I have to acknowledge. Would that be correct?
I don't know. He wasn't suffering from anything.
Okay. I just felt like there was something where he was weaker than the other children, or I feel like there was something that I don't know whether you spent more time with him, or I just felt like he was showing me that that he was there's something around the connection with you and him, and you spent a lot of extra time with him.
And what, he thought I wasn't spending enough time with him?
No, I feel like he's acknowledging you were. So I feel like I want to go back to when he was younger. He's acknowledging, like it's like you were a great mum, but he had a special, it's like he was tied to you somehow. Like I know as children they are anyway, but with him there was a connection on with the two of you, and I almost feel like there was a relevance. You were very similar, so it was like you could butt heads, but underlying you had this really strong connection.
We did.
Yeah. So yes, it's like he's acknowledging it. Yeah, and I feel like he's got it. There's an aspect of fun around him because he's stirring, like he wants to have a bit of I feel like he was a little bit of a stirrer with you, but it's like it's almost like I feel like he's showing me he could push your buttons really well. He wants you to know. Yeah, and I feel like in spirit he still does that, and he wants to acknowledge that he does communicate with you, and he's telling me that you know this and you talk to him, and he loves that connection with you. He's also making me aware of there's a grandson that is like him. So it's like there's a boy that you look at and go, oh my God, it reminds me of him at that age.
That's my grandson. I watch him every day.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's like saying, while he's around, you haven't fully lost me. I'm still here. And he's really proud of that. He's like, yeah, there's a mini me running around. So he's very happy about that. He's quite proud of that too. It's like, yeah, he's like me. He's also acknowledging don't dwell on the details. So there's something in that message from him, like don't worry about the details. It's all okay. And I don't know whether that's how he was in life, but I feel like he would be the one to go, come on, we're doing stuff. Like, don't worry about it.
Yep, that's him.
Yep. It's like, tell mum, don't worry about it. And he's saying there's aspects where he connects with you where you go, oh, I don't know whether it's him or not. So it's like there's times you connect with him and you talk to him, but there's other times where he does funny things and you go, is that him or not? And I feel like he's showing me, and often spirit will do funny comical things, but for him there's some aspect he messes something up on you and it drives you nuts because he's telling me he laughs. He's up there laughing, going, I drive her nuts. It's almost like I want to say, he still drives you nuts in spirit as much as he did in life. And it's like that's his reminder to let you know he is around you. And I always find when it's a child that has passed, they might not be here physically, but they are definitely around mum and dad in spirit, and they love to remind you that they're still here, but it's just us getting that communication so that we can still communicate with him, because it's like he's acknowledging he's around. He's also saying you need to take a vacation back to somewhere. So I feel like there's some reference to you've been talking about, I'm going to go back to a holiday destination, but you haven't got there yet, and he's saying you have to do it.
Wow. I am going to be taking a vacation in a couple weeks.
Okay. So there's something around
right
visiting
on the
that.
nose.
Yeah, so it's like he's going, tell her to go and visit something. It's almost like a connection from the two of you. So I feel like you'll feel him even stronger there. So look for that. It's to do with the holiday.
Huh.
He's a beautiful
I have a
soul.
son in another state.
Yeah. No, he's a
Wow.
gorgeous soul, and he just wants you to know that he is around. It's really, really relevant. And I'm laughing. There's something around a jacket, or I don't know what you're wearing, or something he's laughing at, going, what is she wearing? Like, I don't know whether it's a different colour to what you'd normally wear. It's just he's giving me something to let you know he's around, and he's all seeing around you at the moment. Or you put a different jacket on or something, and he's laughing. He goes, tell her about the jacket, or I feel like I've got a different colour jacket, or I've done something with it, my jumper. All right? Because he's telling me that. So it doesn't make sense now, it will, because he's very strong with that. All right, I'm going to have to wrap up. Thank you, Jane, for connecting. Know that your son is around, his gorgeous soul, and loves to have a laugh. So he wants you to keep laughing for him.
Thank you so much, Tonia.
My pleasure. Absolute pleasure. Thank you, Jane, so much. Great to connect for you. All right, I'm going to have to wrap up. The time has come. I will see you all same time, same place next week. Thank you very much, Tonia Reeves. Woohoo!